Hello, Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me for another weekend workout. What a great way to start your weekend. Get moving, get grooving, get that blood pumping, heart pumping, get everything fired up and ready. Even though here it's pretty dreary, so I don't know how fired up any of us would feel like being, but except for little girl, she's fired up and ready. Oh, look at that sweet face. Look at that sweet face. Extreme close up. Whoa. All right, guys, so we are going to get moving quick here because we are working with a timer, and the timer does have us right at like 59 minutes, so I don't want to make us go too crazy over, so I'll keep it super fast, super short and sweet for you. And what you're going to need today is a full weight selection. Pretty much kind of middle of the road is what you're looking for. Some exercises you'll have the option to use weight if you want, like our leg portion. Other parts like upper body, of course, you're going to want some weight. So I would say just have all your weights close by and you should be all good. And the only other thing you really need that would be equipment aside from your yoga mat. You pretty much always just bet that you want your yoga mat. Is going to be just a little bit of wall space. So just some space that you can put your back on because I'm just not going to sugarcoat it, we're going to do wall sits. So you want to have some space for some wall sits and your full weight selection, your yoga mat. That's all you need today. So we're doing the 5-4-3-2-1 format. If you're new to this format, it's pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it, but it is fast moving. So we're going to go for 5 minutes straight of exercise, break, 4 minutes of exercise, break, 3 minutes, break, 2 minutes, break, 1 minute. And then a long break in between all of that. So you do get a break in between each 5 minute, 4 minute, 3 minute. The break just gets a little bit shorter as we get to the shorter sets of work. So there's definitely a longer break between our 5 minute and our 4 minute than our 2 minute and our 1 minute. So that's how we're gonna work. And basically that's just getting some extra cardio in by moving in that fast pace, moving quickly, taking short breaks. Now this class is a little different too because we also are doing cardio as part of the workout. So this is a full body workout, so lots of strength building, lots of muscle building, some built-in cardio just because of the pace we're working, but we are also going to do a cardio set. So our 3 minute set will be a cardio burst. So that's where we're gonna get our major cardio is right there. We're also incorporating lots of different types of work today. Our cardio will be very kickboxing inspired and very kickboxing inspired, we'll say. So we've got weightlifting, we've got strength training, we've got cardio, we've got some kickboxing, we got a lot of stuff happening today. And let's see, again, we're gonna move quickly, so I'm gonna keep this very short. The timer's gonna tell us what to do. It's going to tell us when to go. The only timer that we don't have a noise for is the start of the workout. Everything else is going to have a timer, so you'll know exactly what to do. There's no music, of course, so I have music as you need it, whatever it is that gets you going for a fast-moving workout. And, of course, I will be checking Facebook for questions in between each set as I can. When we get down into the 30-second breaks, I may not be able to do that, but I will try to keep checking in with you guys as much as possible for questions. And last, just the things I always ask is please share, like, subscribe to this page, do anything that you can to get more people paying attention to what we're doing here because it really is something special and I would love to have more friends working out with us. And lastly, if you'd like to donate any funds for these classes, Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you will find me. You'll see that logo, you'll know it's me. Any donations are greatly accepted per class or just as you can, whatever works for you. I appreciate it all. So thank you for those of you who do give. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. Just a quick setup. Our first 5 minute set is going to be all leg work. So I have it written to where you really don't need weights if you don't want to use weights. I probably won't be using weights, but you do have the option to add it if you want. So no weights needed, but if you think you want to throw some leg weight in, go right ahead. That's going to be our first 5 minutes. Then our 4 minutes is going to be upper body combinations. So that'll be our 4 minutes. 3 minutes of cardio, 2 minutes of a little bit more upper body, and then 1 minute of core. So that's sort of the pattern that we're going to be working in today. So go ahead and have all your weights close by because again, you're not going to have tons of breaks to be able to go and reset, and really only between the full rounds are you going to get a big break. Okay, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna check the video, get some water real quick, and then I'll pop back in, tell you I'm hitting the timer, and we're gonna get going. Our first move is going to be a curtsy with a squat, okay? All right, so water break, I'll be right back. All right, friends. So I'm going to lean in, hit the timer. I'm going to tell you to go, and then I'll join you in just a sec. All right, we're going to start it in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. So we're doing a curtsy squat into a squat. So we're going to curtsy back and then into a regular squat. Curtsy back into a regular squat. Now, if you wanted some weight here, you can hold weight here to your chest, possibly even down to your side. That will work as well. So if you want some weight, go for it. I'm going to stay here with body weight. Now we want to make sure that we're staying low into this squat. So I'm not coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. Just a little up, a little down. Keeping that pressure in this planted leg consistent. 10 seconds. Should be feeling the burn here in this planted leg. Perfect. All right, no break. Other side. Curtsy, squat. Curtsy, squat. Good. Keeping all that pressure here. Staying low. Plenty of work without weight. So if you don't have weights, or you're not using a weight, trust me, you're getting plenty of work. As long as you're using the right form, you're doing just fine without it. Woo-hoo-hoo. 15 seconds. Next up is going to be a sumo squat with a little addition to it. Woo. All right, sumo squat, so get set up. Sumo squats are wide, knees go wide, all the same direction as your toes, hips open, tuck your tail. So we're gonna come down. When we get to the bottom, press that knee back. So down, press. It's just a little press. Woo, but it adds just that little extra something in that booty, right? Again, if you wanted a weight, you could have a weight here to your chest. I might do that the next round. The curtsies with the squats, no weight needed. But I could add a little weight here. All right, so now we're gonna do a lateral lunge shift. We've done this a few times. Takes a little bit of learning, so this round, don't worry if you don't get a full minute of work. We're gonna sit back. We've got our weight into this left leg. We're gonna extend this leg across, shift our weight. Now all of our weight's here. Pull it in. So we're moving with control here. Speed, not the name of the game. Extra bonus, if this foot stays elevated, up, and then back out. See how I'm not really touching this foot down. Sorry, my balance is off because I'm talking and looking around. But if that's not where you're at, and you need to drag a toe, touch, and stand, that works too. Last 1 minute, wall sit. I like to get my shoulders on the wall and then kind of roll my tail, roll my spine down. So make sure you really want to get your whole spine on the wall. a lot of us have some arch to our back, so our butt kind of sticks, and then we have this sort of arch back. I want you to really think about roll it down, sit right on the wall. Now, if you're blessed with a lot of junk in the trunk, no matter how much you roll, you might not get it totally flat, but it helps you get it closer to flat. 15 seconds, we'll be done with our leg set. We'll get 1 minute break after this round. 3, 2, 1, boom. We got 1 minute break here. I hate when I do that. I drag my feet on this thing and then it makes a little line. All right, guys, so we're going to move into upper body for our 4 minute round. So, sorry, these pants are super high-waisted, which I love, but they roll, so I'm always like, roll up. So we're gonna do a combination upper body. So you probably want like your mid-range upper body for really all of these. Maybe a mid-range and then a lighter for one of the exercises, but mid-range is about where we'll be working with this. We're going to have 2 of our exercises standing, 2 of our exercises on the floor. Got just 15 seconds. I'm gonna pop around real quick. I'll be right back. All right. So we're gonna start with an inchworm with a push-up. So inchworm, we keep legs straight, we hinge at hips. We walk out, taking as few steps as we can. And then if you're gonna modify push-ups, you drop your knees, you push up, lift your knees, walk it back. If you're not modifying a push-up, then just extend out into your plank and push it up. So the goal is to take as few steps as you can. So challenge yourself, see how few steps you can take. But if you need to take 10 steps, take 10 steps. I'm just challenging you to take as few as you need. But again, the key word is need. Take however many you need. Almost there. Let's crank one more out if we can. All right. So we've got Arnold presses. So Arnold press, and if you've worked out a lot or in a lot of different places, Arnolds look different everywhere. So this is my version of what I know of the Arnold press. So we're here like an overhead press. We push up, we come down, wrap it forward, open. Now if it's taking you a while to get a hang of things, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not even getting started until 30 seconds in, no sweat. The next round will go so much smoother. You'll know what you're doing. You don't have to wait for me. You know what weights you need. First round is always a little clunky as you're sorting out what to do. Now we've got 10 seconds. We're coming to the floor for the next round. Right, let's come on down. So we're going to do a narrow chest press with skull crusher. So we have our arms, making 11s, making 2 1s. We come straight down, straight up, drop back, push up. So we're working our chest here, triceps here. Guys, please be careful with your weight selection. These are called skull crushers because you're literally dropping weights towards your skull. So please, be sure you're using a safe weight. From here, we're going to bench press. For me, I'm going to use a heavier weight, so I'm going to sit up real quick, grab other weights. All right, so we're going to hold a bridge and bench press. So our hips come up into our bridge, weights come over our chest, and we press. And you notice I'm slowing down a little bit with this bench press. As you guys that work out with me know, I've got a bit of a shoulder issue. So I always make sure to move more slowly in my bench press. Make sure you don't forget about those hips. Perfect. All right, we've got 45 seconds here. We are going into our cardio set. No weights are needed for our cardio set. And remember, our cardio set is going to be kickboxing inspired. Pop around real quick. All right, so kickboxing inspired with this cardio. We've got 2 lower body moves. It's actually going to be the same move, just single-sided. I didn't want to get you overwhelmed. And then we've got some punches in the middle. All right, so we're going to do cross-body knees. So your planted leg, I want you to turn it out diagonally. So now straight forward. And then we're going to turn and rotate. Arms come up, knee comes in. So if you've got a bundle of sticks, break those sticks. Boom, boom, boom. So we're keeping this planted leg bent. So we're building that pressure over here, kind of like when we do standing knee drives. Boom, boom. You have knee problems, just don't sink so low. Keep that core in, and we're moving fast. We're trying to get that heart rate up. Still strength building though, right? Feel that planted leg, work, work, work. All right, punch sequence. Get those feet set, bending those knees. We want a little bit of play in the hips, play in the knees. Arms come down, shoulders come down. We're gonna do a cross punch. That just means we're crossing across our body. Cross, cross. Now, you want to make sure you're not locking your knee out or your elbow, so you don't want to be punching like this. Leave a little play. Now, you got it. 30 seconds. Speed it up. We're just going to do cross punches this round. Again, I don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of new stuff. So just this round, we're doing just cross punches. Boom, we're rotating through that torso, working that core, getting that heart rate up. Good job, friends. Boom, cross-body knees, other way. Right foot pointed out, bundle of sticks. Let's go. Now, a lot of cardio comes because we're moving legs and arms. So, if the cardio gets way too intense for you, if you get uncomfortable, just take your arms out. We can always slow down too if you need to, or speed it up. You're in control here. Make sure you're staying tall through your torso. Don't start folding in. Nice and tall. 10 seconds right now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. 30-second break. We've got 2 upper body exercises coming up. We're going to do a variation of bicep curls and a variation of chest fly. Whew. Catch your breath. Just 10 seconds, so I'm not going to pop around for the video for this one. All right. All right, so we're going to do single, single, double bicep curls. So we're also going to change the form we use for the singles versus the doubles. So we're going to do single grip traditional, hammer. So traditional, traditional, hammer. Traditional, traditional, hammer. Good. And I guess this is really more of a twisting because I'm starting hammer at the bottom because that's where we're coming from. So we're hammer, finishing hammer, but then going to traditional. So let's say that's a twisted with a hammer. Perfect. All right. So we're going to do single, single, double, reverse flies. Not changing anything about the grip though in that one. So we're here. We've got our bear hug arms, and we're going to go single, single, double. Single, single, double. Good. Squeeze in. Think about where those shoulder blades are. Single, single, double. You got it, guys. It's funny how just that changed, right? Adding the singles with the double, that changes the game a little bit. All right, so 30 seconds here. I'm gonna pop around and check on the video. Meet me down on the floor. All right. We are doing what I really like to do in these 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. 1 minute plank at the end. So that's our core. 1 minute plank. So your plank options, if you need to modify, come up to full plank, even if it's just for a split second, drop your knees down. That's where you want to modify. We only modify into tabletop if that is the most challenge that we can take, okay? So, otherwise, we are up here, full plank. We've got big, wide, starfish hands right underneath our shoulders, pushing that floor away. We've got our gaze either between our hands. I prefer slightly out in front of the hands. Lower belly, up and in. Drive through those heels. Good job, guys. 15 seconds. Beautiful. All right, we've got 2 minutes till we start the next round. So nice long break. And guys, with your 1 minute plank, I just didn't get to coach too much, so I've shown you modifications. But that 1 minute plank, if you're a beginner and 1 minute is like some distant goal that you can't even see yet, no sweat. If you can only hold it for 10 seconds, I want you to hold it for 10 seconds, take a break, come back, hold it for 10 more seconds. Take a break, come back, hold it for 8 seconds, 4 seconds, whatever it is. For 1 minute, I want you to keep trying. Just keep trying, and you've done a 1 minute plank, okay? So don't hold it for 10 seconds and then go, well, I'm done, I didn't do it. Couldn't make it. Not true. Keep trying. I don't care if you do it for 10 seconds, take a break for 40, hold it for 10 more. Don't care. Just keep trying for 1 minute. All right, guys, speaking of 1 minute, that's how much time we have left in our break. So again, I'm gonna check on the video, have some water. I'll meet you back here. We've got the 5 minute leg set coming up next. All right, so also your leg set, now that you've been through it once, consider if you want to add weights or not. So I'm not going to for part of them, but I will for my sumo squat. So I'm just going to kind of move that towards the center of my mat as a reminder, and I think I'll do it for the wall sit. I might add a little weight to my lap. The only one that I say don't add any weight to is that lateral lunge shift. Exercise number 4, we're moving slowly in control, traveling across the mat. No weight for that one. Anything else, use your own judgment what you need. All right, curtsy lunge, the squat. So we curtsy back, we squat, curtsy back, squat. If this puts your knees in any distress, the curtsy, you can just make it smaller. Don't step quite back so far, don't go so low. Make it smaller. Also, just kind of watch what your knee's doing. Is your knee still staying in alignment? Or when you curtsy, are you letting it do something funky, go some weird direction? Check on that too. That could be part of your problem. Otherwise, it's probably just a depth issue. Just take it a little more shallow. Again, we're staying low into this leg. Just pump in the air. Pump in the air. Under 10 seconds already. All right, other side. Let's go. Good. Also watch your hips. I know I tell you guys a lot that my right hip really likes to kind of slip out to the side. So when you curtsy, just watch and make sure that this isn't happening. See this big rotation in my hip? Keep that hip locked in and stay with it. See how different that looks? One more time, I'll show you here versus here. When I let my hip lock out, you can almost see my back, right? So just think about that. I'm not trying to convince you have a problem you don't have. It's just a common thing. Five seconds. All right, sumo squat with that back press. So sumo squat, wide, wide, wide. You can hold weight here. You can hold weight here. We come down, pop those knees open, back up, down. Whew. I'm really tight in my hips. If you are too, when you do that little back squeeze, you might not feel your legs move at all. Just send that energy that way. Squeeze those muscles that way. I promise they're working. It's not a big movement. 10 seconds. We're going to that lateral lunge shift. All right, so no weight on this one, please. We're going to sit back, kick that foot out, and if you can, you want to travel and lift that foot without dragging it. If you need to drag it though, that's just fine. If you're really having a hard time not dragging it and it doesn't feel like a strength issue, check how far you're stepping out. If you're stepping out too far, then you won't be able to shift and lift without dragging. One more. Squeeze it in. Perfect. All right, we've got our 1 minute wall sit. I'm gonna add just a little weight to my lap, because why not? Look at that spine nice and long. Good. Just take this time if your heart rate's high. Try to bring that breathing down. Take this opportunity. You're still getting a lot of work, but you can calm yourself while you're getting work. That's a big thing to learn, that you can learn from fitness and take into the world, is how to calm yourself in situations that are stressful or trying. If you can do it while you're working out, you can apply it to other things. All right, 1 minute break. So yes, that's one of the beautiful things I've learned about fitness and in yoga is how to apply it to your real life. If you can learn to calm yourself in a stressful weightlifting, timer running situation, or while you're in something hard like a wall sit, but you can calm yourself down, think about in real life what you can apply that to. All right, we got about 30, just under 30. I'm gonna check the video. I'll be right back. All right. Okie doke, guys. We got just 10 seconds. So we got that inchworm with a push-up. So remember, we want to start with our feet hip width apart, nice and tall, and then we hinge from our hips, trying to keep those legs as straight as possible. Now, you might not be able to touch the floor and keep your legs straight. Again, goals. I have short legs and I'm flexible, so I can reach the floor very easily with my legs straight. So I tend to make that look easier than it really is. Think about keeping it smooth. Try not to let your hips rock back and forth. Try to keep them straight as you walk out. And what I mean by that, since we have just a couple minutes, is you don't want to see this as you're walking out, okay? All right, got those Arnolds. It's an overhead press with really a chest fly. So overhead press, down, fly. Press, down, fly. One minute is a long time to work. That's more reps than normal. So if your normal weight for like an overhead press feels really heavy, remember you're doing more reps. So you might need to drop your weight a little bit. This is lighter than my normal overhead press because adding those Arnold, woo, or extra, and then doing it for a minute, also extra. All right, got a narrow chest press with the skull crushers. I'm also listening to my body. I've had those that know me know I've had a rough week. And so I did a lot more yoga than normal, which always leads to tired shoulders. Whew. So I'm honoring not being in my best place physically or mentally by lightening that weight load just a little bit. Keep it narrow, squeeze that chest, drop those weights back. All right, I'm gonna stay in my lighter weight for the bench press this round. Again, just listening to myself. So let's go up into our bridge. Booty squeezes, hips stay high. We press. Chest to squeeze at the top. Squeeze. Good. Make sure your weights at the bottom are in line with your chest, not your neck. not your head. Beautiful. That's your break. We got 45 seconds. We've got our cardio rounds coming up. So we're going to do those cross-body knees again. That doesn't change. We are going to try a different punch. I've been throwing some of these punches in lately, so you may have done them with me before if you're a loyal Strong Style Fitness workout person. So we're going to do hooks the next round. So, and we're going to throw in some cross punches again too. So if you know hooks, you're already set up. If you don't, you're going to learn. All right, cross-body knees, toes open. That lets your hips open. We're going to turn and pull, and pull. Again, upper body, super important to this cardio component. Moving arms and legs together. Break those sticks, break those sticks. Also getting some core work here. Leg work, because this planted leg is doing plenty of work, right? If you really want to kill this leg, don't touch your toe down in the back. So here, and hover. If you're really looking to kill that leg, but that's going to slow you down. And we're trying to get cardio here. All right, so let's learn hooks real quick. Again, bending those knees, little play in the knees, little play in the hips. Arms come down, hooks. You slide like you're sliding your arm across a shelf. Boom. In the jaw, in the jaw, in the jaw, in the jaw. Good. We're going to do these for a few more seconds. I don't like to speed these up super fast because then they turn into this weird like thing. So back to those cross punches, which we can do super fast. In 3, 2, 1. Lock it down, cross punch fast. All you got. 10 seconds. Core tight. 3, 2, 1. All right. Other side. Cross-body knee. Get yourself set. Let's go. Remember, guys, keep yourself nice and tall. Don't start getting down, crunched into it. Excuse me. Halfway there. Make sure you're breathing. Remember, if you need to bring the cardio down, take your arms out of it, or just make them smaller. Under 10. Keep going. Woo! 30 seconds. Breathe. Good. So coming up, we got our 2-minute arm set. Got a single, single, double, bicep curls, single, single, double, reverse fly. 10 seconds. All right, get that bicep curl weight. All right, so we're doing single twist, double hammer, single twist, double hammer. do it, guys. I know this workout's a lot of moving pieces, moving fast. You got it. We are built to handle these kind of loads. Nice. All right, reverse fly. I'm just changing weights out for myself. So that's single, single, double. Whew. All right. Single, single, double. Good. So remember, this is an opening up. Lead with your elbows. So we're not lifting. It's not here. It's up. Open. Open. That's why I call it bear hug practice, right? Whew. I can tell my shoulders are so tired. You're looking to build shoulder strength. Yoga. We'll do it. All right, 30-second break. We come back for our 1-minute plank. So remember, guys, what's the rule? We try for 1 minute. We keep trying until that timer goes off. All right. I'll walk you through the variations one more time. So meet me down on the floor. So your most beginner modification is going to be tabletop. For some of you starting out, tabletop might be plenty. If you want to go up from there, we step back into full plank, even if it's for half a second, boom, drop our knees straight down. That's our modification. See, my body's at this nice angle. Full plank, we get our hands, fingers spread wide, hands under shoulders, roll those shoulders back. We push up. Floor pushes away. That keeps our shoulders active versus falling into them. Push away. Gaze slightly ahead of our hands. Core engaged. Pulled in. Up and in lower belly. Drive through those heels. Keep trying, guys. You're probably closer than you think. Wherever you are, try not to let it go. Hold it. You can do it. You can do it. Do it. Do it. Nice. Oh, I got one sweat drop at the timer. All right, friends, 2-minute break. Savor it. Enjoy it. I doubt there's any chance you're going to cool off in 2 minutes after all that work. But if you are someone who cools quickly, please, all of us, I want you to keep moving in this 2 minutes. Even if it's just a little step touch like this, or a little, half jog in place, keep moving for this 2 minutes. I don't want you to stop. I definitely don't want you to sit down. Please don't do that. Definitely don't lay down unless you're having a medical emergency. So keep moving. If you are someone who tends to cool off really fast, or if you're doing a modified version of this workout because of an injury or something that's just not getting you that worked up, then I want you to do a little more in the 2 minutes to stay warm. Maybe actually jog. Maybe go up and down your stairs. Something more active in your break. Active recovery. This is active recovery, a casual active recovery, but if you need a really physical recovery to not get cold, do that. We don't want to come all the way down and then shoot back up again. All right, we got just over 30 seconds. I'm going to pop around and check the video. I'll meet you back here. We're going through one more time, so we got 5 minutes of leg work coming up. Caroline, I'm glad you enjoyed seeing little Rue. She looks so cute and her little haircut. And she loves her biscotti. She hasn't had her cookie yet. We're saving that for today. All right, we've got our curtsy with our squat. Last set. Curtsy, squat. applies on this hip. I know I always show you my right, because my right hip's the crazy one, but same thing. When we curtsy back, don't let that hip shoot out. And what that helps is you're building muscle around that hip to keep that hip in place. So if we let it just, we're negating any work, any strength we're building in that outside hip. It's really one of the biggest fixes for that hip kicking out is to build that strength. So we want to make sure we're doing it right, so we build that strength. Good. You will find if you're someone who lets that hip kick out and you're now not letting it, stuff's going to feel a lot more challenging. That's okay. Just means you're getting into the proper muscles. It's definitely been hard work for me on my right. You know, I've mentioned several times that my balance on my right has kind of declined lately, but that's really what it is. I'm making my right hip work correctly, so it's weaker to start. You know, I'm trying to make the right muscles hold me when I balance, and those muscles are weak. So that's why I feel like my balance is off. If you have questions about that or anything, I won't take the time here, but let me know and kind of show you more in depth what I mean by that. 5 seconds. Perfect. Sumo squat with the press. Here, sumo squats, guys, you can go pretty heavy with those weights. I'm just not doing anything maxed out because I don't want to get a whole bunch of weights out, to be honest. So we drop in, press back. Come on. Drop in, press back. So if your knees are as wide as they should be when you sumo squat, that press back isn't going to be big because your knees are already about as wide as they can go. If you have a lot of room to press out, it means your knees are probably too far forward. All right, lateral lunge shift. No weights, please. All right, so again, keeping that hip in alignment, we sit back, kick it out, drag it across, pull. Make sure that you're not stepping out too far. You want, when you shift over, to be on top of that leg. That's where you have your knee in the safest place, and that's where you have your most strength to push up. Pull it across, pull, stand, sit, cross, pull, stand, sit, pull it across, pull, stand, sit, across, pull, stand, sit. Last one. All right, wall sit. Last bit of our leg segment. Add some weight if you want. If you've never tried it, give it a shot. Throw a little bit on. Just let it sit. There's really no trick to it. If you are a little bit above 90, like I am, you just have to hold on to it a little bit. Get that back nice and flat on the wall. Again, take this opportunity. Can you calm down a little? Use your breath. Keep trying. 10 seconds. Breathe through the shake. Breathe through the pain. Good. Come on up. You got 1 minute. So we're going to 4 minutes. That was our last 5-minute segment. We're going into 4. That combination upper body work. Got about 42 seconds. Again, keep that active recovery. Get your water. I'll be right back. All right, so inchworms with a push-up. This is your last one. You've done it a few times. So I want you to challenge yourself on this last one. See if you can take one less step with your hands. Just one. Maybe you can't. Have you tried? You don't know until you try. So just challenge yourself. See if you can. I normally take 3. I don't know if it's physically possible to take less than 3. So 1, 2. Okay, well. 1, 2. Okay. Actually, I guess 2 is what I normally take. I count sort of this hand coming back again as 3. Remember, control those hips as you're walking out. Try not to let your hips fall to the side. I don't want to see these big, kind of here hips. Not saying they won't move a little. It's the nature of our hips to move, but you want to try to keep them as steady. Woo. All right, Arnold. The overhead press with a chest fly. Or his pec fly, I should say. Woo! Anybody's weights feel a lot heavier than when they started? Over halfway there. Keep that neck relaxed. Push through those shoulders. Squeeze through that chest. Squeeze it forward. Ooh, the sweat is dripping. Come down to the floor next. All right, let's bring it down. All right, narrow chest press with a tricep skull crusher. All right. Got our arms at 11. We're making 11s. I always say that. Somebody stopped me and I was like, oh, I never thought about it. I always say arms at 11. And in my head, I mean, you're making 11s. You know, you're making an 11. 1, 1. And somebody was like, oh, I always thought you were saying like arms at 11. And I was like, oh no, I never thought about that. I have to remind myself. I think I'm pretty good about it, but you know, I've been hearing the same kind of cues for years and years and years, so I just know what they mean, you know, or they make sense to me. All right, we've got our bridge with the bench press. So we get our feet in close to our hips, not uncomfortably so, just close. Push up, squeeze those cheeks, drive through those heels. We bench press. Again, keeping those weights over your chest. We get really deceived sometimes and think that up here is our chest. Chest is actually a little lower than you might think. Where's your hips? Down. Good work. All right. 45-second break here. Oh man, I left a little sweat person. If you can see it, there's my little head. There's my shoulders. my waist. I'll be the one to like slip and fall and break my arm on my own sweat puddle. You know, that'll be me. All right, guys, so we've got our 3-minute cardio coming up. So we're gonna do our knees again. This time we're gonna do uppercuts. We're gonna learn uppercuts. We'll do uppercuts for the first 30 seconds, then lock it down and do those cross punches super fast. All right, sorry, need a water. Cross body knee, flare that. Foot, break those sticks. When your shoes, squeaking in your own sweat puddle. Charming. Oh, keep that core tight. Keep that torso tall. Little bend in that knee. So this leg is working, guys. And we want to be focused on the cardio the most. That's our number one goal. It's moving fast. Seconds. Woo! Don't lose your balance. All right, uppercuts. Again, lock it down, but keep it loose. Core nice and tight. Uppercut. We come up underneath the chin. Up underneath. Boom. Boom. So we're not extending out, keeping that bend. So just like our hook, but underneath. Underneath, really working that core. Good. We're here for a few more seconds, and we're gonna lock it down in those cross punches. In 3, 2, 1, lock it down, punch, punch. Remember, don't lock out those elbows. Harizo. Twist through that core. Shoulders down, make sure you don't start getting up near your ears. Almost there. All right, cross body knees, other side. We're in the home stretch. Break those sticks. If that cardio is getting really uncomfortable, really too high, do a little smaller arms. Even hands on hips are okay. Just might make your balance feel a little wonky. Hi, little helper girl. She is wiggling. She is motivating you guys through tail wiggles. 15 seconds. I know, it's a lot. That leg is on fire. You got this. We're under 10. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, guys. We've got our 2-minute set, our 1-minute set. That's it. We can do this, can we? We got it? Yes, we do. Yes, we do, big girl. Yes. Are you gonna stay with me? Okay. Oh, good girl. You're so helpful. All right. So our single, single, double bicep curls. All right. Get everything set. We twist up. We twist up. Double hammer. Twist. Twist. Double hammer. Twist. Twist. Double hammer. You got it. Good. Make sure you're keeping those elbows locked in. You want them down. Don't let them curl up with you. I'll show you what I mean by that. We don't want this. Our elbows are coming up. Stay down. Stay down. Woo! single, single, double, reverse fly. Here we go. Single, single, double. So nothing changes about our grip on this one. We're just literally breaking it down into single-sided and double-sided. Shoulder blade area. When you do that double, it's like you're trying to grab somebody's finger between your shoulder blades. Almost there, 10 seconds. Awesome. All right. So close. 30-second break. 1 minute plank. And we are done. Woo! And I feel done. How about you guys? I am, woo, I'm kaput. How about you, Rudy? How are you feeling? You feeling good? You feeling well worked? All right, guys. Meet me down here. We got our plank. I'm going to plank with you. Thank you. Nice girl. All right, guys. So get set up. You know your modifications if you need it. We got wide, starfish hands. Push that floor. And here we go. I'll walk you through it again one more time, head to toe. While Rue's kissing my arm. Thank you. We got gaze slightly out ahead of those hands. Oh, thank you, sweet girl. Come here. Pushing that floor away. Core nice and tight. Rue giving kisses. Pushing through those heels. Rue, stop the tickles. All right. Oh, goodness, more kisses. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Almost there. We're under 10. Woo. Whoa. We got a snake. We got a snake. Whoa, get it. Oh, guys. I am dripping. I'm a mess. I'm sure I've got mascara running all over my face. Woo! That was a good workout. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you got sweaty, that you got breathy, that you are muscle fatigued, that you feel like you have basically hit every end of workout accomplishment that you can hit. I hope you have found it today. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Catch your breath, have your water. If you've got time to stretch, do some stretching. That's the one component that we always miss from this class because I can't be on here for 2 hours, is that you really need to stretch before, warm up before dynamically, and then slow down and do more of a traditional stretch at the end to really get a full workout. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back in just a few days. If there's any kind of workout you're looking for, please let me know. We are creeping up on 100 workouts. We're getting close. If there's anything you'd like to see, please let me know. I love the feedback. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in a few days. Take care. Mwah.